Hello, my name is Ector. Welcome back to Feed the Beast Beyond. We are back on the FTB One server. How are you doing? How's your day? Hope you're having a good one. I'm quite tired today. I'm feeling a bit tired. I had to work late last night, and yeah, I'm feeling tired. So last episode we did this. We did this thing here, and it was all working. And I don't. Oh, I'm guessing that's from this here. That's fine. It was all working fine, and then the server's updated. We are now on, I think, 1.4.2 version of FTB Beyond, and I'm having issues, and I'm seemingly only having issues with this. I don't know why. But it seems to basically, the crafter makes the, what's it called, printed silicon? Yeah. It makes the printed silicon, then it kind of pushes it in to this ender chest, but then it doesn't end up in here. It's really strange. It is really odd. And I've kind of tested everything as much as I can. So we have the other ender chest over here with an importer that kind of goes straight into the disk drive. But I mean, this works essentially. You can see all of this is going in, but if I put my sleeping bag in there, then if we kind of look for it again, and there it is indeed. And in fact, you know, I've been testing this, so we should at some point see this go up, I think. Yeah, there you go. That's from the smelter there. That's working. So it is. This system is working, but for some reason with the printed silicon, it does not want to work. It is strange. It is it is baffling, and it took me ages. I've been playing now on the server for about 2 hours, and it's taken me that long to kind of figure out what was going wrong when I was trying to auto-craft stuff. Yeah, because basically all of a sudden it stopped working, or it would hang. And it's because of this. So if we have a look, let's put it on to craftables. And if we do that and make 10 of these, so all of that is working. This should be kind of doing its thing. So you can see that is working. And if we look in here, we should, yep, there you go. You can see it coming in. But here, look at that. Still 5. I don't understand what is happening, and I must have wasted so much quartz now. So let's just make some more. So that is still working here. That is all fine. It's just this one. It is just this one. So I'm gonna get rid of that. And let's put you there for now. Bam, like that. So that is still connected. And then what I was gonna do, which is a little bit annoying, but you know, if we have to kind of botch this together, essentially, I've got an importer here like that. I was gonna basically attach this. Can I do it this way? I think I'm gonna have to, like that. And that is still not imported. Type items. I mean, why is that not working? Why is that not being imported into the system? I'm so confused. I'm clearly missing something, but I mean, it is still not working as I believe it should. Have I got a hopper? I have not got a hopper. There we go. Let's just get a hopper and just let's see if this works. Okay, so that has worked. That has indeed worked. Does it work if I do that? If I oh man, this is such a weird kind of little glitch. I don't really understand it whatsoever. Can we make just one, please, and see if that works? Is it just going to hang there still? Oh, it very much is. It very much is. So, okay, so that hasn't worked either. Good. Good. Excellent. What about an item thing from extra utilities? Let's have a look. Do I have any? Yes, I do. Let's do that and some pipe. I mean, it's just getting silly now, really. Let's do you, and then you. Basically the same kind of thing. That has done that. Have I got now 6? Come on. Are you right? Let's make another one. Let's make 2. Let's make 2. I want to see if this is actually doing its thing. No, come on. Okay, so that definitely went in. Is that the second one? And what is going on? What is going on? If I put these 4 into there, what do I have to do to get printed silicon? So this must be like a weird bug. It's gotta be, because it's just really oddly specific. So maybe for some reason, I don't know, it just doesn't want to go into the system. So clearly it wasn't this that was the issue. It must be some random kind of bug that is stopping all this from happening. So yeah, that is pretty annoying. So that's taken basically 2 hours of my life away to try and figure all this out. Yeah. So our setup is not really kind of working right now, which is somewhat irritating, but never mind. Let's just put all you away for now. So what we're going to be doing instead today, we're going to be doing a little bit of building, and kind of making this bit a little bit nicer. Because, well, it's not very nice right now, is it? I mean, this is not what you want from a thing. So let me sleep, and we'll get started on that. Right. So I think what we're going to be doing is, this was, I think, 11. So if we go out a little bit more, just a little bit more, then that should go about here. I think so. This will be the kind of entrance, and then we'll come in, and we'll do. That was that on there. So I think. Oh no, wrong one. There we go. That should be that there, and I should probably get an axe out. Where is my axe? I think it's in here. There we go. And I'm still rocking an iron axe and iron everything, because I kind of get a bit lazy in modded, you know, because I don't often have to do that much stuff, and because I can fly, I don't know, I always kind of end up doing that. So we've got that. So what I think will happen, or what I've kind of vaguely thought would do, is, how far is this away? We should probably mark the midpoint, which I imagine is that. Yes. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh no! Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 8, 9. I think we're gonna have to go out. So let's do that like this. So this was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Was it? Did I do it on 9? I can't remember now. I think this was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that is on 9. Okay, so it's going to be a bit of an odd structure, an odd little thing. But I don't mind that. I don't mind kind of making it a little bit different, you know. Let's put that there. So I am making this up, obviously, as we go along. That's kind of how I've been rocking FTB Beyond, really. So this is not a perfect kind of thing here, which is fine. I don't mind. It doesn't have to be Everything doesn't have to be kind of symmetrical and whatnot. I kind of, sometimes it's nice not building something like that. So, oh, ha. We have our first issue. We have our first issue. Interesting. So yeah, so that can't be there like that. So maybe perhaps. What do we need to do? Let's just get rid of some of these. Maybe we do something like that instead, so it becomes a really quite an odd little shape. So that would go there, I think. Yes. And is that on? That's on the same level. That is on the same level, and that would go here like that, and then you like that. Okay. So this tends to be how I build. You know, I just go round and try and plan as much as I can. That's the big thing I've learnt about building in Minecraft, is that planning stuff is really quite important. Now, at this point, do we just go out to the edge? Because actually, what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's just weird, isn't it? But then if I do this, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is also a little odd. And what do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as well. Huh. That's, yeah, I don't want that. That is really quite irritating. So what I'm thinking now is we do that and that. Take you away, and we do that. So it's basically, oh, too many for now. Come on, there we go. And that, so that's 5, and then that is 5, and then that's kind of like a corner. I think we'll do that. So let me quickly do that, and I'll maybe do a little bit more building. I mean, this feels a little strange because obviously we won't be using all of this space here. I will probably block off the kind of, you know, the edges around here. And actually what will happen, and it's only because I'm making it this big because of the kind of back here and here, you know, just to kind of leave a bit of space. And I could compact that. Yeah, I could compact that, but I don't feel like I have to, so I'm not gonna. So let me just quickly do that, and then we'll be doing more building. Right then, I have been a little bit busy. I got a bit carried away. I was just going to place a few blocks, and then I kept placing them, and that's kind of how I end up building, you know? Well, that is how building works. Obviously, you place more blocks. But, yeah, so I'm pretty happy with it. So I had to kind of bump this out 1, and then I added a pillar there once I kind of added that, just to make it, I don't know, I wanted all these things to be slightly at different levels, and I quite like it, but because I've kind of nudged this out 1, and this out 1, the length here is now even, and this is back to 4. So, never mind, I think we will leave it like that. And I was thinking we would probably do walls, so I was kind of expecting all this to be, you know, well, to be slightly tidied away, but then I thought, I don't know, because this is open, you know, the way we have this here is open, and our woot kind of factory is all open as well. So is there a way to kind of, I just chopped down this acacia tree because it was kind of in the way. Is there a way to keep this open and, you know, well, yeah, just open basically, and because I don't want all this to be on show. I do think we'll have to kind of come up with something to hide all of this. Is that... maybe we don't do it that way. Oh, no, wrong thing. Where's my axe? My axe is kind of feeling the strain of all the wood chopped. But yeah, I think I'd like to keep it open, actually. I think that would be a nice thing to try and do. So I think we might attempt to do that. Now then, that is a little That is a little bit annoying that is so close to that. I mean, I could put those two, and rather than make this 7, make that just taller, you know? I could do that. And then, what have I got in here? I've got quite a few things. Let's put you, boop, like that, and put you, boom, like that. Let's get you, and you. There we go. And let's put you just, let's just put you here for now, like that. Just to make that a little bit more compact. And then, what about if we... I mean, if we did that, does that look okay? Because I think this will be going up to at least about here, you know? Like about that big, perhaps. So maybe we could do something like that. I mean, we can always, you know, adjust this as time goes on. That is, of course, doable. But I quite like the idea of making this open. It's not a kind of style that I would often do. So I kind of think let's maybe try and do it. You know, it's kind of a build challenge, and I think that's always nice to kind of do. Now then, these 3, do we think we'll keep them as is? I don't know. So we've kind of done that there. This one we've offset, but we kind of can't do that because of this here. I mean, I could obviously make this go around a bit nicer. That wouldn't be the craziest thing to do. Oh, let's not fly and do that. There we go. But then if I brought this out, then that is level with that. So I don't think I like the look of that. And maybe we put that there and you there for now. For now. Like that. Then what do we do here? Do we do something like that? Does that work? That looks a little bit strange there, I think. There we go. Okay, so, and, of course, here, yeah, that's a little strange now as well, because that is obviously smaller than that. So we've got this, like, this kind of works out here, but obviously here it does not. So maybe... This, yeah, it's quite a challenge, I've got to say. This is... I think it's going to be quite a thing to make it look like it kind of vaguely works. I don't think that's bad, though. I think let's try and do that. Some of you may hate this because, well, it's not the kind of done thing to be doing. But I like the thing. You know, we kind of chatted about it when I came up with, you know, having this be like, oh, let's get rid of you for now. Having this so that it's like a civilization, you know, kind of found a lot of kind of tech and then basically built around it. We kind of don't know what we're doing properly, so we just kind of keep building stuff around it. So it's a real mishmash of, you know, like just a nice house, but then it's got loads of random tech around it. I quite like that. And it's all these things look a little bit kind of temple-y to me. So I think, yeah, we'll keep with that for now and see if we can, you know, keep doing that essentially. So here I have that there, don't I? So let's build that as well. So that is here. Yes. Like that. Like you, and then we have this coming over here as well. Okay. I quite like that. And I think what might be nice is something just to cover that. But I don't know if that will be a good thing to do. I don't know. Have I got more wood? I have more wood. What do we think that looks like? Is that a bit too much? Maybe. What if I take this off here? kind of. I like the fact that that is... Actually, I quite like the fact that these solderers you can actually see through, so that kind of adds to it. And then back here is a little bit, you know, it's a little bit rough and ready, and the same over on this side as well. Obviously, I might have to actually hide that cobble. I've hidden the cobble on this side a little bit, just under these things. There's a bit of cobble there, but these are a little bit different, and I just thought that was quite nice. I kind of wanted the corners to kind of go up a little bit, you know, like that, so you get this kind of curve back down. Yeah, it's a little strange. It's kind of a bit of a strange build, but I don't know. I like that. It's a little bit different. Now we might have to do the same over on these sides. So I've kind of, that's what I ended up doing on these bits, and then essentially what we do is we kind of remove all of this and build the exact same thing again, just one out. Can I get the wood back? There we go. Like so. Bam, bam. You. So we have that, but then, yeah, obviously I'm going to have to get rid of these. So actually, that was the wrong tool. That was very much the wrong tool there. So for now, we'll put these here. There we go. And we have that kind of thing here as well, which I haven't solved yet. I don't know. I don't like that just being like that. And I've put bark there so you don't get any kind of edge. But I don't think that is a good enough kind of thing to have. So we'll have to figure something out with that. So let me do a little bit more building off camera, because I'm aware that this could turn into like the longest episode ever if I do everything on camera. And yeah, we'll be right back. Right then, I think we're about done, and pretty much all I've done is I've added a lot of leaves to the place, pretty much exactly like, you know, the things that I've been doing so far. I've kind of wanted to keep the same kind of style, and it's a very simple style, and sometimes actually this kind of simple style is actually quite hard to do. So what I've done as well in these gaps, I've just put leaves in, and I think it kind of works quite nicely, and actually inside is really quite nice. It's really different. I wouldn't normally build like this. I wouldn't normally have a kind of structure like this that, you know, you can just walk into and then, oh, you can see everything. You know, usually try to hide all of this. But I like it. Yeah, it's an interesting one. It is a really big structure for essentially just a few machines, but I do like it. I'm quite happy with it. We might keep adding to it a little bit here and there, and I might actually tidy up, you know, like all of this stuff a little bit, just to make it look a little bit neater. But until we get the problem of this kind of thing sorted, I don't want to do too much to it, just in case. But I think that is all we're going to have time for this episode. If anyone has had the same problem happen, please do let me know if you have, or if you fixed it, anything like that. That would be very handy. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy it. You know, once we got building, I've had a nice little time. Yeah, it's starting to kind of, little things like this are starting to add together. I'm going to take away the spawner, because I don't really like that building anymore. And then we'll do something with the solar panel as well. But thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, a like or comment is always very much appreciated. And of course, make sure to hit that little subscribe button, because that would be you'd be a lovely person if you did that. I've been Ector. This has been FTB Beyond, and I will see you hopefully in the next one. Bye bye.